We're here in beautiful Southern California for the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, round 3 of the 2025 NTT IndyCar Series. This race has everything. It has the beach, it has a dolphin fountain, fish tacos. Let's check it out. Pits are just over here to the right. IndyCar brings two types of tires. You got your primary, which is your hard tire, and then your alternates. On street circuits, the soft tires are the green ones. On permanent road tracks, you'll see they're called reds. Josh.
Yes.
How we doing?
You know, good.
Yeah?
It's nice and sunny. No complaints from me.
Yeah, what are the vibes like at Long Beach?
The vibes are great. This is the busiest Friday I've ever seen for Long Beach, for sure.
Yeah.
By a long shot.
Who are you hoping to catch a glimpse of during practice? Are you going to try to find like a good photo hole to get some shots
Oh,
in?
I'm definitely going to the hairpin.
Yeah?
You gotta. I mean, you just get so close to the cars.
I'm one of those stamping idiots who cannot go at
So as you can tell right now, it's incredibly loud. Catch Romain Grosjean, reserve driver for Prema this season, former Formula One driver with Haas, as well as Lotus and a number of other teams. So as we see, all the cars are getting up to pull out of the pits for the first pre-practice session. It's all very exciting. So Rashida,
Yes.
how many IndyCar races have you been to?
This will be my 4th, I believe.
Yeah, and how would you compare it? Like, if you compare IndyCar to other motorsport series, like, what are the big differences that you notice?
Well, this one here is very, very close because all the cars are pretty close in performance, which is absolutely stellar.
Yeah.
And getting to see the on-track action at not just street or road courses, but ovals as well, short and super speedway. The variety of skill you get to see on display is phenomenal.
Getting to see.
Yeah.
Been mutuals online for a long time.
Yes. We met here last year in person for the first time, I think.
What are you looking forward to most here in Long Beach?
I love that there's so many different series.
Yeah.
I have some friends racing IMSA, I have a friend racing trucks, I have friends racing IndyCar, so love seeing the variety. And compared to last year, there's so many more people here, which makes me really excited.
I'm really interested to see what the crowd's going to be like on Sunday, because I felt like it was pretty crowded last year on Sunday.
Yeah,
so like,
in this skinny pit lane,
Who are you pulling for on Sunday for the IndyCar Grand Prix?
Oh man, I'm a huge Scotty Mac fan.
Yeah,
so
I'm here with one half of Track Talk, the wildly successful and wildly famous motorsport podcast.
Shut up.
That covers all series, really, not just F1, but you guys also specialize in covering IndyCar, right?
Yeah. We love IndyCar.
What was it that brought you into this series? Because I feel like for a lot of people, their introduction is Formula One, watching it on Drive to Survive, at least the newer wave of fans.
Yeah.
What is it that brought you into watching the NTT IndyCar series?
Honestly, there's just a bigger sense of community within IndyCar.
Yeah.
And watching the first race I ever watched, I saw a girl in the pit lane with a ponytail, ended up being Caitlin Brown from Team Penske.
Yeah.
And it was so easy for me to just reach out to her and talk to her and become her friend. And I'm like, you can't do that in Formula One.
Yeah.
You know, wish you could, you can't. So it's so easy to connect with people in the sport, people who love the sport,
Right.
and like, there's no reason not to love it.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I love Lance Stroll.
So this guy right here, wearing the New Garden jersey, is kind of like semi-famous. He got very famous on the 100 Days to Indy reality series that came out last year. He's like essentially Joseph New Garden's biggest fan. And last year, he hosted a cookout for New Garden and New Garden's entire team at Team Penske at his home and cooked for them. And I think that's what's so amazing about the IndyCar series. I probably should have brought some earplugs, but that's what I love so much about the IndyCar series.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Greg is here. It's time! He doesn't wear out. No, he doesn't. And I don't know how he has both before. He's the original Energizer Bunny.
Woo! New Garden! Back-to-back Indy 500 champion. Joseph Newgarden's about to pull out of the pits. One of the stars of the NTT IndyCar series. two-time IndyCar Series champion, two-time Indy 500 winner, Team Penske staple. Just getting that for room tone. What a lot of people forget is that we're not at a permanent track here. We're not at a permanent road course. We are on a street circuit. We are literally on the streets of Long Beach. As you can see along down here, they turned a sidewalk into pit lane. And to be able to like roll the circus into town, and I say that in a very like loving way. I say that in the most complimentary way possible. We're able to roll the circus in town and create this incredibly elaborate pit lane. The infrastructure and the planning that goes into something like this is just like incredible. We're gonna walk down further. We have Team Andretti, one of the most iconic names in IndyCar. Of course, everybody knows who Mario Andretti is. Everybody knows who Michael Andretti is. They have three really, really strong drivers this year in Colton Herta, Kyle Kirkwood, and Marcus Ericsson. Colton Herta, he is one of the most famous, biggest stars of IndyCar Series, but people think he is going to be a megastar in the world of motorsport, even bigger than he already is. And now we're walking by the Ed Carpenter Racing folks, followed up by the good folks at Meyer Shank. This is Felix Rosenquist's car. That's who we got to talk to earlier today. Lovely, lovely, lovely gentleman. Hope he does well. He actually put it on pole last year in Long Beach. I believe he finished P8. A public street is evolving all the time. You have asphalt that's cracking. You have curbs that change. It's just like this living, breathing organism. So these practice sessions are super crucial in dialing in their car and making sure that it is perfectly set up for the race on Sunday, and especially for qualifying, because qualifying is a really big part of IndyCar, and I know I'm stating the obvious here. Will Power, Indy 500 winner, IndyCar Series champion. Here we are, Dave Malukas, number 4, AJ Foyt Racing, Chevrolet. This is the car that I was talking about earlier that has the connection to the McLaren MP47. This is the Chip Ganassi number 9 Honda, driven by none other than Scott Dixon, 6-time IndyCar champion, Indy 500 winner. And that's why I thought it was so interesting that the McLaren MP47 was on display, especially because Scott Dixon said that growing up in motorsport, Ayrton Senna was an idol of his. In addition to that, he said the car that is on display is Senna's 1992 MP47. He then said in the same interview in 2018 with John Haverland, in 92 or 93 is when I first saw the Indy 500, and that was my introduction to the IndyCar Series, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So here we have Marcus Ericsson's number 28. Marcus Ericsson won Indy 500 3 years ago, almost won it back-to-back. Former Formula One driver. Fun fact, was Charles Leclerc's teammate in his rookie season in Formula One. Marcus Ericsson, who are midfield drivers in Formula One, you never really get a chance to drive for a top team, come to a series like IndyCar and really be able to thrive. We're walking by the reigning champion, Alex Palous, Chip Ganassi, number 10 Honda. Alex Palous has won 3 of the last 4 IndyCar championships. All this guy does is win. He's so incredibly impressive, and he shows no signs of slowing down. You know, we could be talking in like 4 or 5 years from now, and Alex Palous could be up there with Scott Dixon and AJ Foyt, being a 6-time IndyCar championship winner, a 7-time IndyCar championship winner. We never know. Arrow McLaren, number 5 car driven by Pato O'Ward, probably the biggest star in IndyCar right now. You're going to be able to hear just the incredible power that comes out of those Chevrolet engines. Also powered by Skin Room Tone again. But Pato O'Ward in the number 5 car right here. Like I said, the biggest star in IndyCar. Multiple race wins. Almost won the Indy 500 last year. You know, if he chooses to stay in IndyCar, which I think most people think he will, he is going to win IndyCar championships. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is going to win the Indy 500. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. There you have it. That's the pit lane walk at the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. As you can see, it's not a typical pit lane walk because, of course, it's a street circuit. It's very narrow. We're walking on sidewalks. We're changing elevation. There's, they're having to store like tires and front wings and rear wings, like wherever they can find space. It's a very unique experience when you're watching the NTT IndyCar Series because a lot of these races are at permanent tracks that are purpose-built for motorsport. So seeing how they have to sort of improvise in the moment and just make things work when they're on the streets of Long Beach, it's very exciting and pretty cool to look at. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye! Don't fall in the water!